Ladybird?
Where's Ladybird?
Just like many St. Francis alums, I chose a big school in a big city. For years, I have found myself defending my hometown, religious upbringing, and all women's education. Little did I know, Greta Gerwig, St. Francis alum from 2002, would make the movie that not only validated my upbringing, but made it honest, real, and kind of cool. I had the privilege to sit down with Teresa Rogers, the president of St. Francis High School, Don Kulo, the alumni chair, and Cheryl Watson, Greta and my director for theater at St. Francis. I wanted to ask them where they thought Ladybirds came from and why this movie made such an impact, no matter where someone was from.
You know, it wasn't the stereotypical let's make fun of priests and nuns and the Catholic school girl stereotype. She portrayed it with love and respect, and certainly at the end of the movie, sorry if I'm ruining the end of the movie for you, spoiler alert, where she goes and she walks into the church and she just starts crying, and she has that moment and she realizes, you know, she misses home. She's grateful to her, how she was raised, and grateful for her mom, grateful for all the things that home gave her. And in that moment of being in that church and having that spiritual moment, that was really powerful. It was really powerful, and I think we all felt that with her. So I just think there's a depth to that movie that we haven't seen in a long time. But I think there's a little piece of all of us in her.
Mm-hmm. And then what distinguishes a ladybird, in your opinion? Where do you think ladybirds come from?
Well, what I liked about Ladybird, the actual Ladybird character, is that I think especially in that time of life that I've seen, there is a bit of a struggle trying to figure out where you want to go. There's lots of pressures of making decisions at an early age, what college to go to, what career to go to, and I think the movie showed that you always take a bit of where you came from with you, where it is wherever you go, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong to say you're from Sacramento. I mean, Ladybird's, remember at the party, she says, I'm from San Francisco. Well, no, she realized at the end that part of what Sacramento was to her makes her unique in who she is. And I think that the director, Greta Gerwig, feels that same way. You know, she's never really forgotten Sacramento, her friends, and really what she garnered from this experience here, the nurturing environment that she had as an artist. So I think there are a lot of ladybirds, you know, that they're trying to find their wings, and then they want to fly. And that's another joy of teaching. And there's something very supportive of being in an all-female environment during this very special time in your life. And I think that's what kind of makes it special too. There is a sisterhood. It's not made up, it is real. And it is very present on the campus at St. Francis High School.
All right, so Dawn, where do ladybirds come from?
I think ladybirds come from an all-girls education. And I fully believe that because I lived it as well. As seeing myself in the movie, I was astonished because I thought that Greta Gerwig was following me around at some point. I don't know, because when I was done watching the movie, I thought, wow, what did that happen to me? How am I like Greta Gerwig? And I would say it's because being a alum of St. Francis, I realized that the all-girls education gave me the advantage to speak my mind, to work on the talents that I had while I was here at St. Francis so that I could soar once I left home. And I believe Ladybird, everyone has it inside of them. They just need that extra push to realize that what they have is a gift and they just need a way to fly.